Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to a new round of the Celerity eSports. It's round 8 already. This is the first time on Sochi Outdrome Circuit in Russia. 16 drivers out there today, heading with some sunlight, heading for the tracks. Can be a fun circuit. It means, I think, some drivers liking it, and some drivers preferring other circuits. However, it can be still a very fun circuit. I think it's more enjoyable in the game than in race. In race it's not really spectacular, but on the wheel actually it can be a fun track with some fun corners. So let's see to the drivers out here. Mahai, shall I call him like that, pronounce him like that, Mahai. He's new in the league, also immediately joined McLaren, as Monster Moonshine is absent too much and is demoted back to standby reserve. He needs to prove himself again if he wants to drive full time in the league. So yeah, he's new and fresh. Let's see what he can do. Let's see some circuit layout, as I'm also wondering. I don't think the corners got particular names, it's just named by turn numbers. But 18 corners in total. It's a nice length. We will see 27 laps tomorrow as well, like today. It's a length of 5 kilometers, 848 kilometers meters, so 5.8 kilometers. First Grand Prix was in 2014 only, so it's still a fresh circuit. I think Mercedes is very dominant on this circuit. We are watching Poseidon now in the top lap. He will be the first driver who is going to try to score a nice time over here. No records set it yet, no track record, no pole record, so the first driver who scores pole position and the fastest lap today will hold it for at least, yeah, let me say 22 hours or so. As the race tomorrow starts at 19:30, so it's 2 hours earlier than today. There he is, Poseidon, with a 1:30.942. For now he holds P1 there. This is Leroy. So Hachi with a 1:31.4 and Pipe Tech with a 1:31.8. Next driver, I think it's Mahai, is going to try his hot lap. Nova Apollo is coming, taking second place, 1:31 flat. And next driver must be Burgesort. Sorry, it was Burgesort, but he had himself invalid, I think, last lap. And also the next lap coming, so it must be in last corner if he did it. Yeah, the battle in the championship is still very excited, as we know that the third tier is always excited. Last week, not a good result for both Tio Mio and Nicky Rizzles, so they're still very close to each other. 108 points for Nicky Rizzles and 105 for Tio Mio, so only 3 points difference between them. And halfway through the season, so yeah, still very excited, of course. Nova Apollo on third place with 61 points. followed by brother Adam and Poseidon, 58 and respectable 55 points. That's top 5 of tier 3. Larson didn't finish last week, now holds P6 with a 131.471. His teammate is also incoming. No time set it yet. Going through last sector, third sector right now. Two right-handers before the finishing line, very early through last corner. There it is already. A bit of oversteer. 131.996. Can be faster, but he has got himself a bank lap over here. That's what he needs. Why going to start a hot lap? Nova Apollo going into the pits. Who's out? Who's out? Is it Tio Mio? Still holds pole position here with a 130.7. Going for a pit stop. Constructor Championship also very close. Williams Racing, that's Boogsword and Nicky on 149 points, followed by Ferrari on 142 points. As Lucky Luke, he had his first podium last week. We had an interview with him as well, very nice. He was very happy, of course, after 1.5 seasons Celerity races. He became better and better, and yeah, third place in his pocket. It's very brilliant. So yeah, good job by him, and let's see if he can score some more podiums this season or next one. But it's definitely going well for him. Mike Okazaki inverted last lap. Needs to try again. I don't know if he's going to try it immediately or he will do a cool down lap. Some drivers are doing 2 laps. It's still third here, so let us see if he will do it. And back to, I think, it's Leroy indeed. Improved he didn't improve, but he scored a 132.1. Lucky drove himself invalid, that's why we didn't see him so quickly. Yeah, Gravers, last week he won. Very good by him. It was an excited race. Of course that normally the top drivers, they all did something wrong or made a mistake and dropped out on a few places. And that's why new drivers came to light, like Gravers, Nova Apollo, and also Lucky, of course, like I told you. Can he improve himself and maybe even Tio Mio? It's 2 tenths difference between them. Let us see if he can do it. There will be a bit of oversteer, but still the pole position in hands, 130.522. That's 2 tenths quicker now than Tio Mio, so he improved himself by 4 tenths, almost a half second. Good job. Mickey Rizzles, by the way, absent today. I forgot to mention it, but Tio Mio, he definitely needs to score points today. I see that Jake Marsh joined my party, so the commentator Jake is back. Hello, Jake.
Hello. Yeah, sorry, I'm a little bit late. I'm not too late. Is it still in qualifying at the moment? Or?
Yeah, qualifying still busy, mate, and no worries. We have still 7 minutes on the clock. Are you already joined? I already invited you for the game as well.
Yep. And yeah, what track is it today? I really should know.
Sochi.
Sochi. Oh yeah, Russia. Of course. It should be good, and yeah. I'm just about ready to comment it.
Of course, mate. We have Poseidon now with pole position on 30.5. It's very close between the drivers. Teamio with around 30.7. Nova Apollo now 70 thousandths of a second behind him. Will Johnny on P4, 2/10 behind them. And Graf is now on 1:31 equal. So it's going well. It's going well. Still 2 drivers need to score time. Atismo and Burgersort.
Yeah, Grabs won last week, of course. See if he can carry some momentum to this round. I didn't check the championship standings, but I would think Teo is close to the top, as is Nicky Russell's. Dividing in part of the moment.
Yes,
on a lap, as it seems, on an out lap.
Yeah, Teo Mio definitely needs to bring home some points today, as Nicky Russell's is absent. He's going out for once. He's going with his wife or so. So. Yeah, now Teo Mio got his chance. If he can score some points, he can walk away from Nicky Rizos and take the lead in hand, so he needs to do it.
He definitely does, and that's not a bad time at 30.5.
Ooh,
his tailmail's got damage on his outlap, which is not good, and he needs to be careful rejoining if he doesn't hit the AlphaTauri. So that's going to cost him a run, huh?
Yeah, he can go back, he will be disqualified.
Yep, he will. And I mean, he probably will still push on this lap. That's not good from him. I'm just checking the championship standings at the moment.
Yes, I just posted it today. I had a busy week, so the update came late today.
Yep. And there we go, right there. So it is Nicky Rizzo's 3 points clear of Taomea, who's currently P2, but it's just spending on that lap. So he's actually on a lap then. Pike's Tech is going through the first part of the middle sector towards the longest straight on the track, but isn't really straight. And see what sort of lap times he's doing. He's on very low ERS, so it's probably a second run on the tyres. Indeed it is. He's 7 thousandths down through the middle sector. It's the final sector. That's a tricky braking zone using all the track he can on the outside. This is the most difficult braking zone on the track. This is one of the most difficult braking zones on the calendar, turn 16 there. But it's very underrated, especially if you're using an aggressive setup. Quite tech. Sticking with the lap was pretty neat through there into the final sector. Cut as much of the inside as you can and then short as possible run to the line. He's just getting away with that and validating and improves by 1/10 of a second, but doesn't improve too much. Cheer for him.
Who's next? I think Lucky coming out of the pits.
Yeah, it is. So the only one on the lap is Miki, I think, and VHF Leroy. Miki is he a new guy? I'm not too sure.
Yeah, and we pronounced him. He's new Croatian driver, so the first Croatian driver in the Celerity. And now he just did his lap. So I think this will be his in lap.
Yeah, you would think so, though he's very much pushing and he's using all the rest he can. So.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah, he had a lap, or he will do two behind each other. Some drivers do it, so.
Yeah. I just need to set my recording. Looking up into there. 2 turns up, so he'll get in a couple of positions, maybe 3 with that, looking to go inside the top 10. Should be pretty close at the moment. Big lock into there, locking up and losing the rear end is always a threat, especially if losing no traction. Is he going to finish this lap? Indeed he is.
He is. So he's doing.
He fell it. That's really unlucky. Now he's going to do another lap. So what can VHF Leroy do then into the final sector? He's got a car ahead of him, needs to get out of the way, but he should be able to.
Otherwise he did improve by almost 4/10, so then he had P9.
Yeah, that would have been the way. What can Leroy do then through the final corner? Wise, a little bit wise. It is up to P11 though, so not an awful lot from him. Still definitely some time to find. Yuki Still going for it, but he doesn't have the fuel to get around again. Oh, is it starting to get a little bit dark? And I wonder if we're going to get a bit of rain after the end of this session. Probably not. Since it's that for Lars Verne on a lap. These are coming to the final lap, actually with a minute 52 on the clock. Well, the guys at the front are just coming out of the pits.
I think Luki will be the first.
Yep. Luki, who got a podium last week, I think, which is good for him.
Yeah, his first one. We already told he was very happy. And after...
he looked to carry the momentum. 6th gear through there is an interesting call, but he seemed to get decent minimum apex speed. That's a really tough curve to deal with. So easy to go along. It's getting much darker here, which is going to help the actual lap times because F1 cars are better at lower speeds, and McLaren going through as is an Alfa Romeo, but those yellow flags should clear quickly. Luki into the final sector is 10th and a bit up, which will get him a lot of positions at the moment. Probably to P10 and see what he can do through here. 4th gear. Ends his throttle on exit. Doesn't use all the track, but get him a little bit there. That was decent through that, playing a little bit deep. There's good rotations he can rely so much on the mechanical grip of the car. Crazy. And that's why good chassis really help with this track. The Gus car in front of him through the final corner. The Ferrari does a 131.3, which is enough for P10. And he does have the RS of fuel for another lap, so he can really move.
It's a nice improvement. Graf is now incoming for the 4th place with a 130.7. And I think it's a teammate from Nova Polo, Mike Okasiki. He had a 133.1, so he was slower than his personal best. That's unfortunate for him.
Yeah,
who's next? Poseidon.
And Alfa Romeo, who's starting the lap, I think. Yeah, Real Johnny is. So it's going to be the Williams of Virgil. Give him an extra lap, and he's a 10th and a bit up. Down in P15, he's on much better driving back at 5/10 up through the middle sector. Maybe he can carry that through the final corner. He could definitely get himself inside the top 10. I mean, 31.0 is enough for P6 at the moment, so that just shows how close this field is, which is really good to see. Result hitting the throttle into the final sector. How much risk is he going to take through here? 3rd gear. Tight as he can, then through the final corner, completely out of ERS, completely cuts the inside and across the line. It's a minor improvement, he made a mistake. And he's only P15. Yeah, Mike Okaziki is validated, so he's going to keep that.
Hachi took the 4th place with a 130.8. He really
Not a bad lap at all.
He really steals it out of nothing.
He does. Celerity is back off of his lap. Johnny's invalidated. Poseidon was also invalidated, so all eyes are now on Teo Mayo to see what he can do. Very easy to invalidate here. See, that McLaren needs to get out of the way, just about does. 4th gear through there. He's a little bit tight to the inside, he's leaving a little bit of time on the pedal. Let's see what the delta's like though as it comes through the middle sector split. He needs to find about 2/10 to go on a pole, and he's finding a 10th and a bit, so this is going to need a perfect final sector now. A little lock, but we'll get away with it. 5th gear, just to get the traction. That didn't look optimal for there, just doing what he can. 3rd gear again. Solid job. It looks alright, but not perfect through there. It's going to be really close, and stick a lot of it through the final few corners. 4th gear, good speed, use all the track, and then just swoop across the inside, and across the line he spins, and he does not quite do enough.
I think if he didn't have that oversteer moment, he had pole position.
Yeah, it was really close there. And in the end he misses out by 8/100ths of a second, and I think that's going to be the last car to start a lap.
Who's still out then?
And Burgessord, not going to improve, so it is Poseidon on pole. Good luck from him.
He did it again. He broke the record. He broke the record from Nicky Rizzles. Nicky Rizzles was on 5 pole positions in a row, and he broke that. Of course, Nicky Rizzles is absent, so he couldn't do anything about it. But it's broken.
So an exciting race. And Poseidon's been really good. Has he won a race in this league yet? I'm not too sure.
Yeah, I think not so long time ago. Let us see. I thought he did. Poseidon, yeah, of course, on Belgium, on Spa. He scored also fastest lap, and he won the race. And now he has got himself pole position with a 1:30.522. Tio Mio on second place. Nova Polo in the third place. P4 Hachi Gravers P5 who won the last race. Real Johnny P6. Brother Adam P7. See you later 8. Pipetech 9. Lukey Luke P10. Lars Van B11. Leroy 12. Atismo 13. My High Mihi. Let's call him Mihi 14. Mike Okazaki was the last one, and Leroy was the second last driver.
Yeah, and this is a track where it's quite easy to stay in the DRS trend. There's a lot of long straights. The corners, the dirty air is quite bad, but it's nowhere near as bad as it is in real life, so this should be interesting to see, and I think anyone can look for points. There's not really much strategy at this track, because there's barely any tyre wear, really.
Yeah, I think it's. I already told I think it's more fun than in real life. Like you said, maybe because of the dirty air behind those drivers. Maybe, but I think it's more fun on the wheel than on pad.
Yeah, I mean, I use a wheel. I don't really like this track, but it's a lot better playing on pad, I would imagine. So many 90-degree corners, which must be painful. I don't know.
Well, we will see how the drivers will do today. We are waiting for 10 seconds and a formation lap will go on.
Indeed it will. I mean, it was so close in qualifying for so many cars, so really the start is going to be absolutely crucial just to try and get as many positions as you can. Poseidon and Teo Mayo look the most comfortable to win this race, but don't rule out Nova Polo or Hutchie or Krabs, who all misses, and anyone really in this field. He's back 27 laps of his sort of and let's see who's starting on what tyres.
Yes, they need to all be careful in turn 1, of course, it's a sharp turn. And as I can see, only Boogzort and Mike Okazaki, they took the mediums. Everybody else on softs.
I mean, it's a one-stop either way, starting with mediums. Could have some strategic advantage, it will depend if and when there's a safety car. There is a big chance of it here because it is technically a street circuit, despite being very smooth. There's a lot of barriers that are quite close, and especially when cars are going side by side, it's very easy to have a massive crash here, so that's going to be one to watch. Poseidon does what he can to warm up the tyres in these first few laps, first few formation laps. Who do you think's going to win this race then?
It's hard. Yeah, I think Theo has got a shot. He's definitely capable of doing it. Poseidon, I think Theo won. Poseidon, it's always hard to say. Sometimes Poseidon is, something happens, you know what I mean, and he's not consistent or so, and he's losing it, and then I cannot place him on the podium at all, because if nothing happens, Poseidon is able in winning a race, and if he will do it, then it's P1 for Poseidon. Tio Mio on 2, Nova on 3 then maybe. I think it can stay that way, but if something happens to Poseidon, he's not on the podium at all, you know what I mean, and then Tio Mio will win the race. But look at it last week, that every top driver did something wrong, or a mistake was made, and that's why new drivers came to light. So it can happen today as well. The other way, the top 3 drivers can stay this way for me. And what do you think?
Well, one thing that's important at this track is track limits and penalties. It's so easy to get a penalty at this track, and like multiple penalties. And I think that not getting many penalties is going to be really important. And Brother Adam seems to be someone who doesn't get many penalties, so he's actually going to be my bet for the win, just to be a little bit different. Because I think that could be really interesting to watch, to see who can stay out of the track limits.
Who's going to win, you say?
Brother Adam in P7.
Brother
I don't think
Adam.
he gets as many penalties.
It will be his first win if he will do that. But for now, ladies and gentlemen, this is the 8th race on Sochi Autodrome, Russia, at the first time in the Celerity. The lights are out off on my side, but the drivers are still waiting for some red lights. And there they go, the match is on.
Indeed it is, and it's a good start for Nova Apollo from P3. He's already going to be alongside passing Teo Maya and try and get alongside Poseidon around the outside through turn 1. Meanwhile, there's keeping it sort of clean further back. Poseidon still leads. Who's going to break left into turn 1? It's going to be Poseidon. There's a Haas locking up. They're all going straight through, and I think everyone just about kept clean through there. Poseidon leads. Nova Apollo is up to P2. Past Teo Maya now on the inside. Krabs is going to try and get Teo Maya as well, and he's going to. Oh, it's so close. For the lead goes Nova Apollo to the outside of the Krabs, so he gets second with Royal Johnny. taking third, and everyone just about keeping it straight forward the rest of the lap. Hutchie is going to look at the inside here, Norton start. He tries to get past Celerity, can't quite manage to. Everyone in the DRS is awful. Can't really make a move into too many of these corners. Poseidon just about keeps the lead. Novo Apollo is second, Brabs P3.
Yeah, Lars Sven B had an issue, lost 5 places there. He also lost his right and played on the right side from his front lane, so he needs a pit stop again, unfortunate. Etc. It's going well, I think we had a good start.
Yeah, it was a pretty clean start there. Best start was probably Novo Apollo and getting pretty crucial, and he's absolutely hassling Poseidon as much as he can, but he's already run out of ERX, short of excellence a lot. Brabs doing what he can. Teo Mayo, I wonder if Teo Mayo's got a bit of damage.
Oh, there's an incident over here. I think
there is.
Leroy closed in a bit. And Mike Okaziti jumped. He tried for a gap that maybe weren't there, but
yeah, Mike
unfortunate for him.
It's a real shame for them. Still 14 in this DRS train, and now is Novo Apollo going to try something on Poseidon. I think that's exactly what he's trying to do. Poseidon isn't really going to defend as much. If Novo Apollo go to the inside, surely he's too far back, unless he is further back. Doesn't seem to be anyone trying to move. Maybe it's Easman on Brother Rattler, but no. As Poseidon's lost the lead, yeah, he has. He must have got a bit of a snap. Let me exit turn 1, and Novo Apollo, who got a great stop to make it one place, now takes the lead of this race. So very interesting.
Also, Novo Apollo didn't win a race. He earned 2 second places, and I think that would be it. 2 podiums, and also both second places. So not a win yet, of course. Last week he was fighting for it very hard, and in the end, Greffers took it over.
Yeah, he's got a brilliant chance. He seems to have a lot of pace at these early stages. And this is going to be really interesting to watch.
Oh, I did forget, by the way, did he took it over or did he lost it to Greffers last week?
I believe it was close. I think in the end, Novo Apollo was leading and then Grabs took the lead and then Novo Apollo tried to come back at him.
I thought the same indeed. Yes, it was. They had a different strategy. Novo Apollo on hards and 2 stop from Greffers last week indeed, yes.
There's BLD, Leroy and Burgess are fighting really hard. They've actually dropped into the back of DRS training, which is not going to be useful because on lap 3, DRS is going to be enabled and it is insanely powerful, this track. Especially on this main straight. Poseidon, I think, is going to try and retake the lead of the race here. Surely Novo can't be too much. Poseidon to the inside. Novo is going to defend as much as he can, not going to use the overtake. Who's going to break later? It looks like it's Poseidon who now has the inside. Oh, bit of contact there. But Poseidon still managed to keep it, and now around the outside go Grabs, and he could get the pair of them here. Around the outside through turn 3. Nova's still got it on the inside, but he now has the inside for 4. He's going to try and go up the inside. He has to back out of it in the end. Great racing from the Haas. Nova keeps the lead. Poseidon, having been pressuring to take the lead, is now down in P3, but he's still with him, doesn't have damage in this. Further back, everyone keeping it clean. Lukey now out of the DRS as well, so it's just the top 10. That's going to be crucial to watch, because once you lose it here, it's very difficult to get it back.
They are all indeed very close to each other, and they are forming the deal.
That's going to be crucial, the first one of the race.
Indeed. But like you said, the DRS train is forming, and it's a pair of 11 in total. That's a very long train.
It is. Lukey's back in it, which is crucial. Poseidon, Grab even going to try for the inside there, not quite. The Novo Apollo's used all of his DRS really, and it's been very aggressive, which has worked because he's second lead of the race. A little bit. Grabs are really pushing himself and being in. I'm saying one of the Grabs or Grabs, Grab would be help.
Oh, there's an incident.
Oh, there is Hutchie's round.
Has he got damage or not? I don't think he got damage, and then he is very lucky. Oh, he can carry on, luckily.
He kept in the train, which is good. But now Celerity is actually blocked out. So he needs to really work to get that back. Poseidon and Grabs are going to go side by side in turn 1. Poseidon might try and take the lead here as well on Novo Apollo. It's going to be a double overtake. Breaks as late as he can. Is he going to make the corner? Just about, but Novo Apollo gets him straight back, and now Grabs, we've seen him go around the outside of Poseidon already once. He's not quite to be able to do it again. So Novo keeps the lead, doing everything he can. Poseidon now to P2, Teo Mayo sticking with him in P3, Real Johnny P4, and Celerity raise now 4/10 to the DRS, which is not what you would like, and if you can't find that back then, it's going to be 2 different trains forming here.
exactly now a small gap between Celerity and Real Johnny, 1.5 seconds, because of that incident between Celerity and Hachi. It made it a bit of contact, and now the gap is existing and 2 DRS train front.
Yeah, absolutely, and Real Johnny is got to stay with him. Celerity really pushed on this lap, used all zeros to try and catch back up. But I don't think it's going to be enough, because all the time that he earned back through first sector as pipe techs are going to go side by side, overtaking all that time he gained has now just been lost because of the DRS. Every time we come to the main straight, we're going to see action, because it is so powerful with the DRS. Poseidon, he's seemingly being aggressive on it, he wants to take the lead of this race. It's an interesting tactic. I mean, it's so important to just stay there and not get penalties, stay with the lead. Poseidon has much more ERS than over a pull-up on 10%, and that would be more than enough. Yeah, use the DRS. Is he going to go for it here? Have a look.
Sometimes it's not always an advantage to drive in front all the time. Oh, but he's going too wide now. Nova Apollo around the outside again.
Yeah. Poseidon seems to have a bit of braking problems at turn 1. That's the 3rd lap in a race on deep. I mean, he did sort of snatch an inside front there and then just decided to go straight on instead because he was going to lose it last time.
What do you think of Gravis, by the way, again, from 5th place? Holds P3 now and even in front of Tio Mio, so definitely he's involved since last week and he wants more. He wants more podiums. Gravis, as we were speaking about him, he took a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings.
Yeah, as long as you can keep it to a 1, it should be alright, because I think everyone's going to get at least 1 penalty in this race, and if you don't, you deserve a win, to be honest. The guy in the best position at the minute is actually probably Teo Mayo, because he has 90% ERS, the others don't have more than 30.
Listen, Jake, I will bet, I will make a bet. Everybody is going to take a penalty except Hachi, mark my words. Yeah, he did it before sometimes. He's, somehow, he doesn't like to have warnings or something. He's not the fastest out there, but he's very clean.
Yeah, that could be good, especially if there's a late safety car. And Hachi is actually back with the DRS as well, which is important. The DRS turns back down to 11. That could be interesting. There's a long race in terms of not getting warnings. You've got to get 1 warning every 9 laps to not get ahead.
Poseidon incoming on the right side. He wants to have the inside now.
Is he going to go deep this time? Yes, he is again, and that's going to get him over the line around the outside. And he just can't sort that braking out for turn 1 at the moment. And whilst he does that, he's not going to be able to take the lead of this race. But at the moment, he doesn't have a penalty, and another thing does. So he is still in a solid position. He doesn't have any warnings either, which is
true story. But Nova Pala definitely enjoyed that other line. He made it that switch back around the outside.
Tech becomes the 3rd car to pick up a penalty in P6. Celeriti's got some tyre problems or a little bit of damage we can see because he seems to be the one falling out of the train.
Yeah, but he went really wide again. I saw him flying out of the corner, so that costed him a few tenths again. But every time he closes in again and he's making small mistakes. But look at his ERS management, it's not going well. For 6 laps, only 3% and still using it when he doesn't have anything. It makes you slower average.
Yeah, retirement in the pit lane for last week. He was a long McLaren not been quite well so far.
Yeah, not a great season so far because he didn't score any points this season. Don't know why. He's out of his shape. Last season he was a very strong driver.
Yeah, I mean he's had the best this season and just any consistency. The important thing is whether that car coming back onto the track now then he's going to block the lead as it should. I don't think it is. Poseidon. Oh, that's very late. Ooh. Oh my goodness, that was a little bit risky there from Nova Apollo, and Poseidon this time is going to make the corner and he is going to take the lead of the race. And I think Poseidon, Nova Apollo is going to have to back out there. That was risky, not the sort of stuff you want to see. Brad is now going to really pressure Nova as well.
I think that Poseidon also, I think he deserved it to have the lead now because of what almost happened. It almost went up in tears.
Yeah, that would have been a monumental accident. This hit the wall back. Thankfully, never can resume.
So my heart was bouncing then.
Yeah. And, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Poseidon was reporting that one afterwards. It was very touch and go for Nova. And Nova's actually dropped a long way for Poseidon already, and DRS can help him get some of that back, but if Poseidon can do that...
Look at Theo, he's also coming now. He wants to have his position back.
Yeah, Teo basically needs to play this representative now, because as long as he's in this DRS train, he can be confident he can overtake these cars whenever he really wants to. He's got so much DRS. The important thing is if Poseidon now pulls out of a second to Nova Apollo, and at that point Teo needs to get past these two cars. Real Johnny's just staying with him at the moment. I think he's on board with Teo now because he's just stupid. Gearbox glitch. I think he's going to go for it here. Yeah, he is in glass. He's going to fight as much as he can. Tail around the outside here. Easy done in the corner, which he does. P3 for Tail.
And Gizmo took over Pipe Tech, as Pipe Tech had he also lost it. He had a half spin through last corner on the pit straight. He almost lost it, but he managed to save it. Also no damage. I don't know if he got a flat spot on his tires. Maybe after 8 laps almost. His tire wears not so good anymore. So let us see. I think he will make a pit stop after this lap.
Yeah, it would make sense. You can usually do, I think, 10 to 11 laps of the track. I'm not entirely sure. Poseidon actually, crucially now, is outside of the 1 second window to Nova Apollo. So Nova's not going to get the DRS down the straight. And if Poseidon keep up a solid pace here, he can start to dominate this race. Teo has to get past Nova now, and he is going to. Good work from Teo. Exactly what I said. As soon as Poseidon pulls out of 1 second, he needs to be getting a move on. That's exactly what he's done. And the two people who are on the front row of the grid are now front row in the rest. It's quite interesting to see whether Teo can get back into the race and put him in straight. In the meantime, Celerity and Brother Adam are having a battle. Looking to try and get involved too for the final corner. So firstly, the biggest gap now on track though is actually, other than the ones at the back, it's thick first. Celerity is now 1.9 behind Real Johnny, and there is 2 DRS trains going. And he's really going to struggle to get back on that, so yeah. Whether I'm going to go up in here, that's something back on what we just covered up. When do you think we're going to start seeing people into the pits?
Leroy going as first driver into the pits. Pipe Tech, he did not do it, so I think still his tires were alright.
Yeah, so Leroy trying to get an undercar, which can work. Tire wear just doesn't really exist that much in this track, to be honest. Any undercut is by a couple of tenths and not really best on tire wear nor best on
yeah, true, but do you think he's going to make is going to make it to the end on mediums?
Yeah, he should be now.
Yeah? It's going to be a long way.
It is, his tires might not be perfect to the end, but really this track is, there's no inclination anywhere. Most corners are very low stress on the tires. He's only going to do 8 feet to the end. It won't be easy, but it should be pretty doable. Nova has now dropped from 1 second to tail now, so just the front 2 inch.
Yeah, and also is followed now by Gravers, so if he wants a podium, he needs to pick up.
He does. Poseidon is going to fit. Is anyone going to follow him in? Gravers is, as is Celerity. Oh no, Gravel isn't. Too bad. So it is Poseidon. Yeah. Lap 10, we should definitely look to get these tires to go anyway. And Poseidon is going to look to try and pull out of 1 second to Teo Mayo now, but Teo Mayo set up a lot of ARS which he can now use on this lap, and try and overcut, which can also work here if we get 3 minutes. Poseidon then is going to rejoin right behind Burgess's, which is actually really going to hurt him if he gets held up behind this Williams in the middle sector. Steelhead are about 6 seconds back. Leroy didn't win anything in Steelhead, but I'm not sure how close they were really before. And now this is going to be really interesting to watch whether Poseidon gets Burgess's quickly or whether he gets held up. Teo Mayo is streaking now from absolutely flying.
Yeah, you don't want to stay behind for too long.
He does not want to hurt. Yeah, this is starting to hurt now because he can't get on the power as early. He can't carry as much speed through the corners. He'll have the DRS of this stroke where he should get the position which will help him, but he's already lost a lot of time. And I think Termo will pit at the end of this lap, and that's going to be really interesting to see. Burgesol is not going to like his position, so good for him. Teo Mayo is going to pit this lap, so let's see where he comes out.
I will follow Poseidon, so let's see if he can take the lead again, or that Teo Mayo adjusted it. I stay out for another lap.
Teo Mayo. He's going to get blocked in a little bit by the Haas grabs there, but that shouldn't cost him too much time. Whereas Poseidon, he's rounding the final corner as Teo Mayo begins the pit exit. I think Poseidon's just going to get him, but it's going to be really close here. They're actually going to be side by side. Teo Mayo's got him. Has he? Oh, they are literally side by side. Teo Mayo has the lead. Who's going to break left? Teo Mayo tries it. Poseidon's going to try and go around the outside. Teo Mayo takes the lead. Great stuff from the Ferrari. He made the overcut work. That Burgesol holding going up really hurt him in the end. And now Teo Mayo has got one lap pressure tyres and
exactly
the lead of the rear.
And technically this is for the lead now. I think these drivers will do it in the end. It's going to between, I think, Teo and Poseidon. And maybe Gravis getting involved, but he must get past Burgesol and he's still not past him, or Burgesol passed him again.
Yeah, I think Gravis is going to really struggle to catch them on second. Their safety car could really throw things in the mix, because then Nova Apollo will probably lose this race. I expect the racing point into the pit at the end of this lap, as for Adam. Neither Teo Mayo or Poseidon have a penalty, crucially, at that laps in. Actually, not that many penalties. So Poseidon has no warnings, Teo Mayo has one warning, so that's going to be something to bear in mind.
Yeah, you were right, actually. That would be technically now indeed Teo Mayo and Poseidon fighting for the lead, but if safety car would happen at this moment, then indeed we have Nova Apollo, Adam and Atismo who are now joining the pits, but they could have a free pit stop then indeed, and then they would be up for the lead. So, but now they are making a pit stop. It will change again. Teo Mayo again in the lead, followed by Poseidon.
Yeah, absolutely, and they have now got the lead comfortably. These two, 1.5 seconds to grab. He's got a nice big lead over Nova Apollo, and now he's coming out of the pits behind Burgesol.
Oh no, Poseidon!
Oh, Poseidon, what's happened? Did he go deep?
I think he's free from damage, as he only hit his left rear tire against the wall. No puncture, I think. Floor damage is not possible with full damage.
To get away with it. That is a little bit lucky there for Poseidon. I didn't actually see what happened, but really bad luck, and that's gifted Teo Mayo a nice lead in this race now. And if Graves can't catch up, he's going to win this race.
Yeah, I've seen what happened. He on turn 1, he drove over the curbs. He lost his rear a bit, and then he made some oversteer moment, swerving around, and then he lost it a bit, maybe a half spin, and then his rear on his right side he hit the wall, and then he managed to center his car again. So I think he's very lucky, as his front wing was intact. He didn't hit his car on the front. So.
Yeah, Burgesol and Celerity and Nova Apollo all having a fight off the track. Go Celerity, he could now be the freshman Rio Johnny around the outside. Oh, big contact there, and more contact with a rear front wing flying absolutely everywhere. Celerity gets the position.
Did you see front wing? I didn't.
I saw a little bit of end plate, which I believe came for Williams at Burgesol, but he did seem to keep it, so maybe not too big damage. Poseidon has to get his grabs as soon as he can to try and get back at Teo Mayo. There's actually isn't too bad though. He's holding the gap more than comfortably. And the conclusion is a crash in sector 3 for Michael Kaziki, who's retired. Could that be a safety car? Is that in the pit there? I'm not too sure.
Well, we can see it. Mike Okaziki is in the pits. He stopped his race.
I couldn't really tell. It's a shame for him.
He wants to have some points. At least this season he only sniffed from the points, as his best was an 11th place this season. I think it's
Yeah.
a bit frustrated. But what happened? No, no, no. I think he's not, because I'm seeing him standing over it. He lost it.
No, I think that's just the car coming out of the pit lane when it drives out, which is.
No, that would be a strange play. Sorry, man, but it was really on pit straight. His car was, on the left side. Yeah, it must in that turn.
Wow. Well, that's interesting then. A crash for Michael Gazicki not bringing out any virtual or full safety cars, which is probably only a good thing for Tail now.
If the game will send you out of the pit, then he will send you out through turn 1. And after turn 1 you will join the track, and he was really standing on the left side of the wall in the first turn of this track.
That's very interesting. There's another yellow flag in sector 3. That's Atismo's gone rounds, and he's made contact as he got damage. Steam still got away with it, but that turn 16 causing yet more problems there. There was a big battle between him, Pitek, and Hutchie and Luki.
But it went well.
Yeah. Oh, there's a battle here between Celerity on the inside of Royal Johnny. They were struggling on the stress. Oh, bit of contact there. Celerity completely flipped the corner, and may well get a penalty. Burned again for that. Pitek and Hutchie battling, and Pitek's had to go. Hutchie's had to go straight on. Charlie's got to give that position back. I don't know really. He did look like he gained an advantage there.
Who did it?
Again, didn't. I didn't really see. I just caught that Hutchie had gone straight on through turn 2, turn 1.
Oh, but then he must have a warning or something.
Yeah, this is that point to the game punishing more than enough. Now Poseidon has dropped out the DRS of Grabs here. So I wonder if he does have a little bit of damage. Grabs' pace is very good compared to the others. That's really not good for Poseidon. He was in a great position to challenge for the win. If Grabs goes a little bit deeper, and that's when Poseidon get back into the DRS, and he gets another penalty. At the moment, he's still got a good chance of a podium. His pace is a lot better than other followers. It's tough to say.
I think he also would be happy with a second place here, or a third one even.
Yeah, I think he's likely to get third because Poseidon doesn't have any penalties as of yet. Penalties could still affect the Tail now, I guess. Well, that would put Poseidon back in the net lead of the rest. So we're not picking up any more warnings since I last checked. 2 warnings on 1 lap for Poseidon though, so he's actually on 2 warnings.
Gravis and Pitek took 6 seconds penalty, and then Nova Paulo, see you later, Boogzord and Leroy, they took 3 seconds, and there's a 5-second time penalty for Atismo. Must be for speeding in the pit lane, I think.
Yeah, it must be because it's in the virtual safety cars.
Exactly.
So that's interesting. Fastest lap at the moment for Grabs as well, which is good for him. Poseidon going a little bit deep again. Without a safety car, the front of this track looks pretty set on how it's going to finish, but it'll be interesting to watch. Burgessord's still not pitted. He might get the fastest lap at the end of this race, but not much more unfortunately.
Yeah, this one.
Now needs to get past him. Oh, there's a spin. Let's see Lexi's gone straight on before the first corner and for the second straight event, and he's now stopped as he waits to let all the other cars past to rejoin safely. He must have made contact with Royal Johnny, because that's a strange place to miss your braking point and go off by yourself. But he was, I think, running in the top 5, and now he's down in P13. Did he get damage? Looks like he didn't. That's still not very good at all for him.
Yeah, time penalty as well. Now 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 drivers are in the time penalty already. Our prediction is that every driver will score a penalty except for Hutchie. So let's see if this will happen at the end of the race.
Yeah, Hutchie doesn't have a penalty yet, so it definitely could. He's in a solid position. Both Mercedes have a decent chance, especially if there is a late safety car, which could definitely happen. See later retires on the pit lane. What a shame.
Tismo now taking over the 10th place from Pitek. This is going for points. Pitek still on the inside. Very dangerous to keep your car there, but it went alright.
Oh, Hutchie spun. Well, he must have made contact with Burgessord, and he didn't get damage again. We're seeing a lot of that, but he now lost more positions down at P11.
Well, They should practice a little bit more on Sochi. We will see next season how it goes, if it will be on the calendar again, because this is the first time on Sochi.
Yeah, it's not a track you see all too often in league wrestling, but it's nice to see it, and it definitely can produce exciting wrestling. It can also have a threat producing really boring races. This hasn't been too boring so far. There's been some great battles, and one of those that is bringing up now is between Grabbers and Poseidon for second on track. Poseidon got so much more pissed than the Den at the moment. Let's see what we can do into the men's straight.
Yeah, Theo is loose. Theo is loose by 2.2 seconds. You still can see him. The top 3 drivers captured on my screen. But
and Ferg's made a little bit of contact there with Luki, I think.
If it will stay this
now
way...
Look at this. Poseidon Grabbers does everything he can, but it's not going to be enough. Poseidon has so much more to do when he gets the position there. So up to P2. I know he's going to try and chase after Teo Mayo and see if he's got the best. So there's just 4 cars now without a penalty, no 5 cars. Both Mercedes, the front 2, and Miki on his debut in P13, who's had quite a boring race, to be honest. Atismo gets past Burgessord as well.
Yeah, he's on those fresher mediums. Burgessord still needs to make a pit stop after 16 laps. So he's doing that reverse strategy, and then in the end he will be on the softer tires. Nobody is doing the same, so this can give him some advantage, and maybe he can win some places. But again, if he makes a pit stop, he will drop back to P12 at least.
Yeah. I think without a safety car, there's little hope for just getting back in the points. He might score a fastest lap point. I'm not sure if you get it if you're outside of the top 10 in this league. But that's really it.
So he wanted to be at a higher place at this stage.
Yeah, ideally that strategy would be leading the rest at one point.
Exactly. Still on P9, however, many more races will come, and he's a strong driver, Burgessord, so let's see what he can do.
Definitely. Grabs kept the DR to Poseidon really well. Poseidon didn't really gain anything, actually lost time to Teo Mayo, who's got more ERS and was comfortable to claim the full 25 points up front, which is what he needs to take the championship lead with Mickey Russell's on the lead.
The pit stop is coming from Burgessord, by the way, right now.
I'm imagining this is Softs and the Williams, and I think he is going to come out in P12. I think Mickey's going to be quite possible. Poseidon gets a penalty as well. Oh, that's really hurt his chances in this race.
Well, Graf has got 6 seconds.
Yeah, he's really going to struggle to win this one from here now as Poseidon.
Yeah, this is... Tiomio is laughing.
Definitely, at least to keep his focus.
Yeah, he's still got 9 more laps to go, so let's see if he can make it through again today. I want to see how many wins Tiomio already got. If I'm watching it. Let's go to his team channel. Tio. He won 3 times already, so this will be his 4th win.
Yeah, that's great form this season.
Yes,
having just looked at penalties, Brother Adam has a couple of points in this sort of battle, but Hutchie might be the only guy to get a penalty. We're not too far off, to be fair.
Yeah, still. Me, Brother Adam and Theo, they need to score a penalty indeed. But for Tiomio it wouldn't be alright. Maybe Theo can stay free as well, maybe in the end. But again, the race is not over yet. We are halfway through and a little bit more.
Yeah, laps on 9 laps technically to go. Brother Adam trying to chase down Real John. He should get top 5 in this race. I'd added nearly too many car position changes really in this race. Both Luki and Atismo had 5 seconds, which is interesting because I didn't think Luki sped through the pit lane, but look where he got that. So Atismo's was for speeding in the pit lane. Luki's see you later got for speeding in the pit lane, and I just clicked off the one thing.
Luki as well.
Yeah, Luki, so I don't think he sped in the pit lane. So he must have got that for something different. corner cutting again, one place is what Luki got his for.
Ooh.
I didn't quite catch that.
Well, we will see if it wasn't valid, then probably he will send it to the stewards after the race.
Yeah. Kochi now on the back of Pipe Tech, and is he going to try and make this position? Pipe Tech doesn't have any ERS. Kochi's not going to use his though. He'll just wait till the main straight. So he's got a chance of P7 really, Kochi, because he doesn't have a penalty, which is solid stuff. Taylor, absolutely comfortable out front, nothing else he can do. Bergersord, I like the load of points, see if he's pushing to get the fastest lap.
He didn't have a good exit through the last turn of this track. He was within a half second now, even with DRS together, he almost lost it.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Bergersord pushing pretty hard for the fastest lap was purple through the middle sector. If he's got the ERS, get to the end, this should be that honour taken.
Well, the DRS trains are over. Brother Adam and Real Johnny still fighting, I think.
If they are across the line, Bergersord gets fastest lap.
Well, you said that Brother Adam was going to win this race, right?
I did, yeah. I mean, he could still pick up P4 here. If there's a late safety car, he's in a good position.
P4 is possible, yeah. Indeed.
Yeah.
Without penalties, he's still free. But then my prediction is going wrong. Well, we will see. I wouldn't be surprised now if maybe a few more drivers can stay penalty free. But then it needs to stay this way because only 4 drivers are penalty free. Don't know what's wrong to me. He's really driving in his own pace.
Yeah, I mean he's been on hard tyres, so he's not done a bad job. To be honest, he stayed consistent. He's made contact with someone early on, and now.
Yeah, he had a spin, of course, as well. But yeah, I'm proud of him that he's carrying on in his first race.
Yeah, getting some experience in the car, which is always important. Actually, can try and do a little bit better next time.
Exactly.
We might see him hit that to try and set the fastest lap, which I think will be better. So that gap in the lead is staying pretty constant around 2.6, 2.7 seconds. Doing what he can. Real battles on track at the moment. Can be a problem with Russia. When the racing's good, it's very exciting. When the racing isn't good, not a lot happens. But I guess that's true for every track. There is actually a battle between Pipe Tech and Kochi, to be fair. Kochi though is just staying behind, not risking anything with penalties, which makes complete sense. To go.
Yeah, the DRS trains are over and some gaps are between the drivers right now, so it's not spectacular like it was anymore. But I think we cannot complain overall how this race went, because, like you said, it can be these Russia track can give really boring races, like Monza as well. But also sometimes it can give you some actions, and that happened. So I'm happy with that.
Yeah, we've seen some great action in this race, because Ollie has had a very eventful race, but he should still get P2. I don't think he'd be too displeased with at the end. Further island. Oh, there's a yellow flag in sector 3. It's a crash, that's Hochi. Hochi's maybe hitting the back of Pipe Tech there, going for a move. Now Leroy's going to try and go to the inside. Did Hochi get damage? Again, he seems to have not got damage, which is good. No safety car or anything, which is a shame.
Yeah, now for Leroy, out of nothing, he maybe can score a point again. Oh, Archie is still penalty free, so it will be a hard job.
Yeah, you might want to at least finish in the net points. Is he going to go for any Archie here? He's not too far off Archie. Middleton, then inside front, and he's going to go perhaps. Doesn't look like anyone else in the front. He's got a penalty that hasn't got win yet. Just a shame. Just for the race. There we go.
He wanted to do it already, or at least drove another line.
No.
How many penalties does Leroy got? Oh, 9 seconds already. It will be mission impossible for him, I think.
Yeah, but if someone retires in the front, you've got a chance.
True.
Right now.
Never give up and never say never, because everything can happen in Formula 1. But technically it will be a hard job for Leroy today.
Yeah, well. And he just got 12 seconds as well, which is going to make his job even harder.
12 already.
Result is closing in quickly as well, but anything can happen, and you know what, it usually does, that's what the commentators say.
Yeah, maybe even, I will not say that because probably we have Tio Mio fans, but when did he do it? Last week, right, that he spun away by himself?
Oh yeah, that was painful for him.
Also, that could be a reason why Nicky Rizzos can be smiling again after today. But for now, Nicky Rizzos is probably not watching.
Yeah, well, I hope he's having a good time, and hopefully he comes back next week and takes the fight to Teo once more. This could be a crucial race in the championship.
Exactly, and also he's capable of changing the facts again, so...
He did a solid job there in P7 there. That's pretty much where he's going to stay at. I can't really stay with him. Plus his battle on track between Grabs and Fazal, which looks like it's going to be the final 2 spots on the podium, but Grabs doesn't really need to overtake him. As long as Poseidon doesn't have a penalty, he'd like to finish ahead of him, I'm sure, but it doesn't need to be aggressive and sacrifice the podium. So another rounds. Final corner to start lap 24. It is 4 laps to go.
Another 4 laps on Sochi.
Yeah, it has been an interesting race so far.
Yeah, indeed. Now, in the end, it's maybe a bit boring, not really spectacular anymore. But it's now it's going about driving at home now.
It definitely is. I wonder if anyone's maybe going to pit further down the field to try and go for the fastest lap. Maybe Mihi will, and he's done a solid job. Like, his pace has not been that bad, so he's been hard to break team, so he's going to finish on the lead lap, which is an achievement in itself.
Yeah, you're right, mate.
There's definitely some positives to take from his debut. If Poseidon gets another penalty, then we'll see an interesting power for seconds. Well, the Grabs now has 9 seconds, so very too much. And yeah, Grabs is comfortably clear of Nova Apollo in P3.
How many seconds does Nova Apollo got? 3
seconds. Yeah.
So he needs to make up to almost 3 seconds if he wants to win a podium now.
Yeah, he does. Leroy's got another penalty, taking about 15 seconds. But should still be safe to Burgessall, because Burgessall has Texas. Actually, no, he won't be, because he's left in 1 seconds. Actually, no, it's not, it's 11 seconds, I don't know what I'm talking about. Certainly on the idea is safe, but...
He's in DRS again, still in DRS, so maybe a late battle in the end of this race between Poseidon and Greffers.
Yeah, let's hope so. I mean, if you can get one of those penalties removed, you never know, then maybe it is worth fighting. It'd be interesting to follow. Poseidon doesn't have any ERS left, neither does Greffers, to be honest.
It would be hard. The stewards only remove those warnings in case of the drivers are forced over the curbs. If the question always is, if can the drivers avoid the warning? If it could be that way, so if they were able to avoid it, then no, we won't remove it.
Yeah, that's completely fair system. I don't remember him being forced off too much.
But it do happen sometimes that warnings are given invalid. Last week we also removed. Every week sometimes it happens to a driver that it's not fair to give from Codemaster, so it can go multiple ways. So it's never bad of reporting those situations. Drivers are doing it sometimes to check it. Yeah, sometimes we remove it and sometimes we don't.
Yeah.
Oh, Hachi got a penalty.
Yeah, he did. That's the end of that. Then in the end, it's just going to be Teo Mayo, Brother Adam, and Mihi probably to not get any penalties, which is a great achievement in this track. Definitely something I can't do.
Maybe they swapped jeans. He swapped his jeans to his teammate.
Yeah. Our Brother Adam, I did expect to.
Well, actually, I didn't expect him to be stronger than his teammate this year, as Hachi was very strong last year. He finished 4th or 5th in the championship. And yeah, when he joined the team of Brother Adam at Mercedes, his Brother Adam is already driving for 2 seasons at Mercedes now. Yeah, I thought that Hachi was going to be first driver in the team, because after today's race, also for the viewers, it's maybe a nice thing to know. Every season after race 8, that's half season, we will determine the first driver again. So the strongest driver in team, he will stay the first driver or becoming the first driver in team. And at the end of the seasons, this will work out for the transfer systems, as the first drivers are getting a contract automatically. Of course, they can reject it if they want to drive for another team, but they will always get a contract. And the second driver do not. The team boss and the first driver needs to decide on the second driver. That's why it's an advantage to become first driver in the team. You are always sure that you can stay at the team you're driving for.
Yeah, great system. Really unique. One person who's definitely a first driver at the moment is Teo Mayo. Luki is pretty quick, but Teo is definitely the fastest of the field in this race. He's in 1.8 there Poseidon, but he's driven pretty calmly. I think he's going to push for a fastest lap on the final lap, which is something they've got to get it up for as well. So I'd like to see. Brother Adam isn't going to make any places in the follow. I think everyone's going to hold position, except Hutchie will get past Pitek after penalties.
It's not much difference between them anymore. Hutchie is still a higher rated driver, as he earned more points last season, of course. But if we are talking about this season, like I said, if I'm watching the ranking board, then Brother Adam is on 58 points and Hachi on 48. So Brother Adam is doing better this season than his teammate. Yeah, of course, still Hachi earned more points and is higher rated than Brother Adam, but not much anymore as it was before.
Amazing, improving one of the personal best matches. That's not terrible, but he might have a shot at least getting a personal best. Poseidon's also really flying in these final few laps, which is good to see.
The fastest lap was taken by Burgzort. He got a 1:34 flat, but he will not earn it as the top 10 drivers. One of them will earn the fastest lap. For now, it's
Teo Mayo across the line to win.
Yeah, there it is. So that did go fast already. Poseidon second place indeed, Greffers third, Nova Paulo. I think he will not steal this one anymore.
No, he doesn't. 1.9 in the end is P4.
But Brother Adam, can he still position? No, he won't.
I think it's going to be too far off. No, he doesn't. His tyres really died at the end. Real Johnny P6, comfortably Luki. I think it's going to be P7. Yeah, he shouldn't lose any positions. Tisma P8, but I think penalties. Hutchie, I think, will get in the position on pipe to go up to P9 and get an extra point, which is decent for his championship. Indeed, if he does, so then we get the leeway badges of Mihi to cross the line for the final places. And unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to stick around for interviews because I need to go and have a COVID test, so I am going to have to leave the party now. But nice.
No problem, mate. You have another thing to do.
Yes, I do. I have to go. So I'll be back next week, and it's a good rest.
Thanks, mate. Thanks for having you again. And yeah, I will do the interviews, and I will give you your kind regards.
Yeah. Well done to all the drivers, and goodbye.
Hey, thanks, Jake. So, ladies and gentlemen, Jake, our commentary for today as well. He had to do something, so I will do the interviews. First we will see our winners on the podium. Teo Mayo again, his fourth race that he won, and he's leading the Celerity third year now. From now, Nicky Whistles has a job to do from next week. Second place, Poseidon. So that's a good job by him as well. Third place, Gravis again. So 2 podiums in a row. And also his first 2 podiums he won last week. Now with third place. So definitely good by him. Tio Mio, P1, Poseidon, P2, Gravis, P3, Nova Apollo, P4, Brother Adam, P5 in the Mercedes Wheel, Johnny Alfa Romeo Racing, P6, Lucky Luke on the lucky number 7, of course, Etismo, P8, Pachi, P9, Pipetech, P10, Boogasort, 11, just misses out on the points, Leroy, P12, Mihi, P13, very solid job by him by driving it home in his first race, no points. But this will be better next time. See you later didn't finish. Also Mike Okaziki and Lars Van B didn't finish today. Fastest lap earned by, I think, Gravis. Gravis with a 134.917. And indeed this is the fastest lap. Boogasor took it, but he's on P11. So he can't take it home. It's really for Gravis today. Alright, let's make the interview. Opening a showroom with the winner car. We will invite, not we anymore, I will invite our podium guest. So one moment please. Poseidon and Tio Mio Adam. They are at it. Let's wait for a small minute. We have a 10-minute window maximum where I can ask the drivers a few questions. We are still practicing it. We introduced it about 2 weeks ago. There is Tio again.
Good evening.
Good evening. Congratulations, mate.
Yeah, thanks, man. Thanks, man.
We just seen you winning your 4th race today. So, did you like Sochi, or was it just a race where you were thinking like just, well, if it's just over, it's alright?
No, actually, I haven't driven at Sochi before I started practicing, and yeah, from the get-go, I really like this circuit. There's a great flow, like all these 90 degrees corner, you really get in a rhythm. So yeah, I love the circuit, but yeah, I wasn't sure if I would get a result, but yeah, pace was good enough, so really happy.
Well, in the end, you didn't score any penalties. There were only 2 drivers on track who didn't score a penalty today. 2 or 3 drivers, so that's a very solid job. Did you practice for it this week, or was it just natural?
Well, I think I only had a 3-second time penalty in the first race this season, so I generally don't get those. I think, yeah, just driving the limit, but not too much. It's not worth the 3-second penalties just to overdrive it. So, yeah, I drove around 95%, so that's safe enough to not get any penalties. And, yeah, I think it's really important at a track as Russia. I already thought at the beginning, if I don't get any penalties, then at least the podium place should be within reach.
Nice job, nice job. Well, Nicky Whistles wasn't present today. Were you happy about it, or are you more a sportsmanship guy that you really like to win by beating him?
I really like racing Nicky on track. This is good for the championship for me, of course, but no, I really like it when Nicky's there, and his pace has been phenomenal this season, and it also pushes me to another level. So I hope he's back next week.
Well, I can tell you and guarantee you he will be back next week, making it hard for your ass. So enjoy this podium today. Thank you for the answers. And let's go to Poseidon, our number 2. Hello, mate, are you here? Poseidon. Is he here? Gravis, Grasborg, are you here?
Yes, I am.
Nice. Congratulations on another podium, mate. This is your 2nd one in a row. How does it feel?
Yeah, it feels really good. I did not expect it at all. Didn't really practice at all for this race. So, yeah, I'm really happy.
Nice. Well, another question for you. I want to see some statistics first. I'm alone now, so my apologies if I'm not really fast, but my laptop is offline as well. Well, another question for you then is Sochi one of your favorite tracks, or is it a track that you were not preferring at all?
Nah, I don't really like the track. Not really fits my driving style, but I mean, it's a good track. Yeah.
So you will not vote for it again for next season?
Nah, if I can win, then I will. But I don't think so, no.
No, I mean we have 16 tracks in our calendar, so we always have to get rid of 6 tracks. So this track will be one of those 6 you will be seeing dismissed.
Probably, yeah.
Well, thank you, Gravis, as well. Thank you for the answers, and I hope you're enjoying it. And yeah, make some more podiums because you're doing really well, and we are really happy that we re-invited you in the Celerity as well. First in the second tier.
Thanks for the offer.
Yeah, and first in the second tier, now in the third one. But you're definitely a name over here, so make some history, my friend.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, you too. Poseidon still not in the party. I thought that he joined. I thought I see him join, but we'll check on Discord.
Hello, yeah, I'm here.
Oh, you're here, man. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
Hey, almost your race went wrong. I did see some weaving and sweeping through turn 1, and your your right rear hit the wall, and I was like, can he carry on? And you could. Are you happy with it? What happened? That's a better question.
Yeah, it was I think Nova Polo, the racing point. I don't know what he did in front of me, and I was like left right because he switched so much.
No, I mean that was before, but a few laps later you gone through turn 1, and then you had an oversteer moment, and then you really touched your rear wheel against the wall.
I didn't touch.
Oh, it looked like it, man. I was like, oh, he's really lucky here.
No, I could saved it and could go over. There was a moment where Gravis, I think, overtake me.
Yeah, so no damage.
No damage.
Oh, nice. You were very lucky. Well, did you feel like maybe you could win it today, or was Theo just another level today?
I think the pace was the same, and I saw I could close the gap, but I did too much mistakes. So yeah, he was the better one today. He was clean, no time penalties. So yeah, congrats to him. Much better today. And yeah, I think I have to be more careful next time.
But overall, are you happy today?
Yeah, I'm quite happy. It was really struggling at the beginning with the racing point. Tried not to go inside because I was afraid to hit each other. So like last times in last game, so I thought maybe I go this time a little bit slower in that corner, the first one.
I understand, but it were some nice battles, mate, and congratulations for you as well. I think
thank you.
I think you all are belonging to the top drivers over here, and we will see you again probably soon on the interviews and the press conference as well. So thank you, Poseidon, as well.
Thank you very much. Congrats to Gravis too. He was a great opponent.
He was. I think you all were.
Yeah. It was fun.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this race as well. It was spectacular in the beginning, a DRS train from P1 till P11. In the end it was less spectacular, but this is Russia. It's a part of Formula 1, and we are done with it. But back tomorrow for the second tier at 19:30 Central European time. Don't miss out on the action again. 9 o'clock the first tier will launch the highest pace again, so don't miss out on it as well. And for now I want to wish you a blissful evening. So ciao.